I'm thinking of the Rhapsody in Blue now. That means a lot to me. At the time we were writing it, Gershwin lived in an apartment house in New York, and I called on him every day to pick up whatever music he had written, and then I'd take it home and score it. And that was a close association over, I guess about 10 days, 2 weeks time. In the first place, George never knew he was going to write a piece of music. He read about it in the papers. So he started it, and I worked with him. And, it had a lot of fond memories connected with that and his home life. His people were Russian. They taught me how to drink Russian tea and gave me Russian food to eat. I was practically a member of the family. So that brings a lot of nice, fine memories back to me. And when it comes to the E major, the da-da-dee-da, part of it, when he had gotten to that point, he had written something else. It had nothing to do with the piece at all. Well, I didn't say much, but he saw that I wasn't exactly pleased, so he always liked to improvise on the piano, so he had to play this melody. And I asked him, I said, what is that? Well, he said, I wrote it about 5 years ago when I was demonstrating piano sheet music to the theatrical trade, I was paid about $25 a week to do this. So he says, I happened to write it then, and says, it's just another. I said, it sounds pretty good to me. Would you mind playing it again? And I'd like to make a lead sheet of it, take it home. So he did, and I wrote it down and took it home, and I couldn't sleep that night, and I started playing it on the piano myself. It just wouldn't let me rest, so I went back the next day, and I said, well, why don't you write something like this, and instead of what you have there now? And, he says, I said, it's too trite, it's too sentimental. I said, it's the most haunting thing I ever heard. I said, I wish you'd consider it. And by that time, Ira, Izzy, we called him Izzy then, his brother, the lyric writer, happened to come in the room, and he was wondering what we were talking about, and we told him, and he said, George, well, I don't remember that tune, play it. George played it for him. Oh, yes. And I said, well, I think Ferde's got a point there. I said, well, why don't you use it? The classicists, they keep borrowing it from their own tunes. They keep using it over and over. I said, because you wrote it 5 years ago, it wouldn't make any difference. You should use it. So between Ira and I, we convinced him that he should use it. So that's the story, the behind-the-scenes story of the Rhapsody in Blue.
Ferde Grofé, from an interview that I did with him 11 years ago. A fascinating story, and I've never seen that written anywhere, and I thought you might enjoy it along with me this afternoon.